Greetings, this is Goku50, making a real quick follow-up video based on my huge hit and angry rant against Cartoon Networks, Adult Swim, and Toonami. All I want to say to all you subscribers and to my fans is thank you. Highest rated views in quite a while. It actually did better than my overrated videos. I really must have struck a nerve there. Now, I also have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of comments about those. And one of them is, yes, you can go on ahead and send that to Cartoon Network. Well, okay, actually, no, because then they'll probably take my YouTube channel down just for using the darn logo. I've seen them take YouTube channels down for less. Okay, we could just text them or send them in an email those 5 things that I'd like for them to do. Anyway, like I said, I must have struck a nerve. I welcome vid response. I've already had 2 or 3 video responses to what I was talking about. Now, real quick before I continue, I do want to say this about the Nielsen ratings thing. There is another way they can tell you're watching it. I mean, I know I said that it was just the box in the diary, but there's another way they can tell, and that is if you subscribe or pay money to their channel. What I mean is this: if you get a cable or satellite provider and you request a certain specific channel, the cable companies in turn give a little bit of money to that channel. And that is why I canceled my cable or satellite, because I was not going to give money to Cartoon Network after boycotting it. So it isn't just the ratings. I've also been told they also do polls and whatever, and they can't tell. But like I said, I think the rating system is skewed, it's outdated, and needs to change.
At that time, all the anime that was on Cartoon Network was like fighting anime. And so they said, he needs to be more like a fighter. You got this laid-back guy, right? So that's why they changed it.
Well, that was the whole point. He's laid back, he's doing what we're doing, watching the anime.
And it was the highest rated thing they'd ever had at any time. As a matter of fact, Dragon Ball Z was the highest rated animated show in American history. So they're really trying to fix something that wasn't broken.
Yes, that's it. And now, what are they playing right now? Live action!
Yep.
There's a lot of action's kind of lame.
What?
Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network.
Exactly.
Not live action.
There's
a DeviantArt one with the old Cartoon Network logo beating up the new one, like, give me back my cartoon.
But I don't want to talk bad about Cartoon Network because they're going to put the new Dragon Ball Z Kai on. So.
I thought Nickelodeon had that.
Both. It's going to be on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon's going to have the Y7 version, and Cartoon Network is going to have the cool, badass version.
Why do they keep redoing Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know, because it keeps selling. That's why.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, now.
So, Toonami and its golden years. See, I knew its ratings were at the highest. Because I kept emailing Cartoon Network. I keep them like, are your ratings better since you got rid of it? Oh, yeah, it's gotten better. Liars. You know what I'm saying? What are the ratings like now with live action?
I don't know. I don't work there. I only knew at that time because I was working for them.
Anyway, back talking about the state of anime. I will do one more video on this, and then I promise I will move on to something else. And I have made a shocking discovery. Now, after these videos, some people have also told me and given me tips and leads, and has pointed out to me other situations. For example, Mars Girl, who is someone I've subscribed to and I've watched over on thatguywiththeglasses.com. She has pointed out something to me, quite obvious, that I'm also going to investigate, and I've also gotten tips and emails from this after posting those Cartoon Network videos. You want to hear something scary? What if I told you that the lack of anime on Cartoon Network is not just limited to the United States? We're not the only ones suffering this anime drought. We're not the only ones suffering through live action. We're in a place where it should be animated. Now, before I continue, I want to tell you this. I've also noticed this in the past 5 to 6 years. I have noticed that there's more and more Latino or Hispanic fans of anime lately. I've been coming across more and more fan fictions that are in Spanish. I've been coming across more and more mangas online that are in Spanish. And I started to realize, what's going on? Then I found out why. Anime is huge huge down south of the border. It's really popular in Costa Rica, Brazil, Mexico, and many other countries. Naturally, they also want a channel for it. You want to hear something crazy? Or should I say, you want to hear something local? South America got an all-anime channel before we did. In the South America area, they actually got their own all 24-hour, 24/7 anime channel called Animax. Obviously, because it had anime. They would air the anime in Spanish and Portuguese. Sometimes it would be dubbed in Spanish or Portuguese. Most of the time, just subtitled in Spanish or Portuguese while being played in Japanese. So, another cool thing you should know is that Ranma 1/2 was aired on TV south of the border. Ah, you lucky people down there. Come on, they gotta air Ranma in Spanish while we couldn't. In fact, that's when I started noticing that there was a lot of anime. From what I've been told, at least years ago, and a lot of Hispanic anime fans have told me this, that the two big animes down there is Dragon Ball Z and Ranma 1/2. In my opinion, they just like Dragon Ball Z because of how tough the guys are. Of course, it was a huge hit in the mid-2000s, but then, you want to hear something weird? You know what's been going on with Animax in the last couple of years? Sony, which for the record is a really good company. I like some of their products. But Sony bought the channel Animax. Okay, some of you are like, so what's the big deal? Well, the ratings are pretty huge south of the border, and there is a large Hispanic fan base that was already with the channel. So you know what Sony figured? Let's show them American crap that got canceled here in the States. Sony bought the rights to Animax and Locomotion, which was also somewhat of an anime channel. Like they'd air South Park, The Critic, ADV Films, and a few other things. Guess what they aired? Guess what they aired after Sony took over? Well, now Animax plays such great anime shows such as 90210, Grey's Anatomy, American Bandstand. You know, you remember these anime shows like Make It or Break It, the live-action version of The Tick. Okay, I guess that's sorta, kinda anime. How about 10 Things I Hate About You? Oh, wow, what a great anime that was. That 70s show. Oh, that Ashton Kutcher, he is such a great anime character. Wait a minute. What the hell? You guessed it. They turned it into a live-action channel. Yet, they kept it the same name, Animax, even though there's not a damn thing that's animated! Mars Girl has told me that her Hispanic fans have told her, straight up told her, that they are beyond pissed. And you don't want to piss them off. Sorry to sound racist, I'm just telling you what I'm, thinking here. In fact, some of them have even gone so far as to call it the quote-unquote the Gringo channel. That's just reverse racism right there. But you know what? They're right. A lot of the shows, and I actually went, you guess where I am right now? I am at Animax's website as we speak. As I'm recording this, I'm looking over their schedule. You know what their schedule consists of? Canceled American TV shows. Not canceled animated TV shows, canceled live action. Half of this stuff's from NBC that was like on the air for like 1 year before it got canceled. Knight Rider? What the? Is Sony like doing favors or something? And guess what anime they have left? Come on, guess. They've only got like 4 animes left. They only have Naruto left, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, and Fate's Stay by Night. This used to be a 24-hour anime channel. And it is gone, my friends. Wait, there's more, north of the border. Now, somebody emailed this to me, especially over the Toonami video. Well, I thank you. Oh, crap, I don't have your name. Oh, well. But guess what? Canada, and for the record, I want to say this about Canada. Canada aired anime on their channels before anime was cool, especially on a channel called YTV. And YTV, for the record, is the birthplace of Reboot. And they also aired Dragon Ball Z before it was cool down here. They aired Sailor Moon before it was cool down here. They aired Pokemon before it was cool down here. Did they air Pokemon? I don't know. I don't want to misquote. And then everybody's going to accuse me of getting some things wrong. They just aired a lot of anime. And because in Vancouver, a place I almost went to during the Olympics, they actually dub anime in English in Vancouver, Canada. So you better believe YTV got it first. Anyway, YTV actually got to air a new segment in 2004 called Bionix. Bionix was literally YTV's version of Adult Swim, only without this shit. Anyway, Bionix aired anime such as Bleach, Inuyasha, some more mature animes and whatnot, and for a time it was good. It actually lasted about 5 or 6 years. Guess what? Get this. Just 8 months ago, Bionix was cancelled and pulled off the air. Just like that, without warning. Is there some sort of disease going on around? This is getting epidemic. And then, another one of my viewers has pointed out that in England, the British used to also have a second Toonami channel called CN2. And from what I've been told, Toonami really was its own channel. Cartoon Network 2 was also available in Australia. Unfortunately for poor Australia and England, they also pulled Toonami and most anime from their programming. What the F is going on? So this is not just in the States. This is downright scary. What's going on? Well, I see 3 problems, and believe it or not, this is where I'm going to accuse, the big corporate executives or the executive producers and whatnot. But the truth is actually far worse. So yes, why is this happening? Blame 1, as I said, it's the executive producers, it's the corporate ninnies not understanding the fans. As I've been pointing out, they have forgotten the #1 rule of capitalism and marketing. The customer is always right. Clearly, it's not just the Cartoon Network executives who don't like anime. Whoever's running Animax must really hate anime to replace anime with canceled NBC shows. When these TV shows, most of them, like American Bandstand, how long did that last? Like 1 season? At best? These executives really are trying to shove what they like down the throats of people who clearly liked anime. They didn't have to do this. If Sony wanted to just make their own channel and show it south of the border, they more than had enough money to do that. But no, we're just going to buy the rights to the anime channel and put our own crap in it, stuff we like. And we're just going to have a handful of anime left. But the second reason is this, blaming us, the fans. Yep, that is what the guys from Bang Zoom believe. I am sure you've all heard this anime news story. This has been going on the web. The creators of Bang Zoom, they lost a lot of contracts over anime dubbing, and the creator was beyond pissed. I'm not the creator, the head director, head voice actor, whatever. He wrote a scathing article, viciously attacking the fans over downloading anime off the internet and whatnot. And some fans thought he wasn't being fair, or that his attack was just way too uncalled for. Well, he do realize he does have a point, as I have pointed out. And most of us, whether you like it or not, have been part of the problem at one point in time. But, in case you didn't notice, my way was doing it more gently. My way was showing, here's the problem, anime companies are going bankrupt left and right in the States. Let's just pay more. And if you can't afford to buy the actual anime, and you're watching the anime for free on TV or the internet, then at the minimum support the sponsors. If you see a Burger King ad, go buy one of their buck doubles or something. But the third reason is Japan itself. As also I've done research, and I have been told this to my face by voice actresses at anime conventions, Japan is not making as many animes. And for the record, this started before the recession. This started in 2005-2006. In 2006, there was over 110 animes made, and that was cut in half to 50 by 2008-2009. Now, because of this, that's less of a market and less shows to put out, and so on. So Japan's kind of slowing down on the anime. And in a small way, that might be good, because it gives them some time to reflect and maybe come up with some new and better ideas. So, that's all I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you that it's not just happening on Cartoon Network.